Driving an exquisite car and switching gears on twisty roads is definitely thrilling, but it gets better knowing you can own one of these fun cars without breaking the bank. There are different SUVs, trucks, and cars with interesting perks you can get with a $6,000 budget. Imagine owning a four-figure Lexus brand with the latest stereo system technology. What other high-style models can you get cheap without compromising your safety? Number 1. Porsche 944. 944 is a classic Porsche built in the 80s. The coupe model was produced and sold between 1986 to 1988. It consumes only 9.3 liters of fuel for every 100 kilometers of travel. It goes from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour within 8.4 seconds. Its curb weight is about 2,778 pounds, and it reaches a top speed of 218 kilometers an hour. It boasts a 2.5-liter inline four-cylinder engine with 160 PS as a maximum power at 5,900 RPM. It also features a 5-speed manual gearbox with a classic interior that resembles that of the Porsche 924. While this interior is less appealing to some, its box-flared exterior suits the brand perfectly, with a look similar to race cars and a 924 Carrera GT. The oval dash interior of the 1985 model is more desirable since its ventilation was upgraded and the look is more suited to modern life. None of the Porsche 944s in good driving condition will cost you anything above $5,000 or $6,000. Number 2. Volkswagenphaeton. Volkswagenphaeton is a luxury vehicle that was hugely underrated. Despite the manufacturer's desire to make it compete with the likes of the Mercedes-Benz S-Class, it wasn't able to earn a spot on the list of premium cars. It was launched in 2002 using the same platform as the Bentley Flying Spur, which is another luxury car. It boasts of two engines capable of producing about 335 horsepower and 420 horsepower respectively. One is a 4.2-liter V8 engine, while the other is a 6-liter 12-engine Phaeton. It has 5 seats and a spacious interior. There are heated windshield washer nozzles, discharge headlamps with a high density, a unique sound system with 10 speakers and a big sunroof. The V8 Volkswagen also features power rear window sunshades, dual exhaust pipes, and power memory heated front seats. On the 12-cylinder, however, expect a premium sound system with 12 speakers, quad exhaust pipes, and 18-inch alloy wheels. You'll also feel safe knowing that there are 8 airbags with some in the side curtains. They are long enough to keep your head and torso safe should there be a side impact. Number 3. Chrysler 300C SRT8. Chrysler 300C is a muscle sedan that debuted in 2005. It is the only car next to the popular but dormant premium American full-size performance vehicle. It uses a standard 2.7-liter V6 engine and an optional 3.5-liter V6. It surprised the public with its high-style 5.7-liter Hemi V8 with 340 horsepower. It was inspired by the 1955 Chrysler C300, which was a big muscle breed with a dual 4-barrel carburetor that earned a spot on Detroit's most powerful automobiles. It also grabbed the NASCAR championship during its first year. The 2006 SRT8 upgraded the Hemi ante and gave an output of 425 horsepower. It went through different refurbishing and new additions that included special editions, new shades, and the latest standard equipment. Chrysler also announced the refinement of the DVD entertainment option incorporated into the center console. The car has a unique style and a spacious interior. The interior design is also nice and trendy. Advanced knowledge is not required for reading and operating the switchgear and the instrument panel. You can also find steering wheels in recent Chrysler 300s that resemble that of a Mercedes. Number 4. Pontiac Firebird. Pontiac Firebird shares a resemblance to Chevrolet's Camaro muscle car, and they also seem to share the same fortune as their combined sales struggle to reach half of their competitors, Ford Mustang. However, the Firebird is one of the nicest cars out there for under $6,000. It has a desirable exterior with a hatchback coupe and a body design that is convertible. In place are T-top roof panels, which are also removable. The convertible also features a glass rear window accompanied by a defogger as well as a power soft top. Its style resembles that of a Camaro's, with the only difference in exterior details, varying taillights, and the twin-port grille, which is a trademark of Pontiac. Its rear areas are cramped and the front seats are bucket-like and low to the ground. It has 34 cubic feet of cargo space, which is reasonable. The convertible also has a space of about 13 cubic feet. This, however, emphasizes the fact that it isn't meant to be a family car. It has an appealing dashboard with nice functions. There's also a regular center console with cup holders. Most Pontiac Firebird adopts a 3.5-liter V6 engine, which produces an output of 200 horsepower. It also has a 5-speed manual as its standard and a 4-speed automatic, which is optional. Number 5. Hyundai Veloster. The Hyundai Veloster is a stylish car and as a used version will only set you back about $3,000 to $5,000. It is a sleek coupe with a 3-door design. The passenger side has 2 and the driver's side has just 1, making it quite quirky. In technical terms, however, the inclusion of Veloster's tailgate makes it a 4-door car. But then, this inclusion gives the vehicle some sort of unbalanced look. It does make accessing the rear side easier for passengers, but the mid-pillars are nothing but asymmetrical. When buying a coupe, most people prefer to go for an Audi TT, a Peugeot RCZ, and the VW Scirocco or the Vauxhall Astra GTC. However, the Hyundai Veloster does have its perks. Excluding its absence from a real sporty version, its interior designs are of high quality, and its looks are quite stylish. It doesn't really give you the steering feel, but it offers value for cash. Number 6. Honda Civic Si. All generations of Honda Civic Si came with a manual transmission. When it was introduced in the 80s, its engine and suspension followed the steps of other Civic hatchbacks, though it became warmer. It was nimble and light in weight and had a 5-liter 4-cylinder engine. It became much better when the fuel injection system was added in 1986. That gave a torque of 93 pound-feet and an output of 91 horsepower. You can find the 4th generation Civic Si around featuring a wing near the rear window, a deep chin spoiler, and wider tires. It has a 1.6-liter engine with 108 horsepower, which is about 17 horsepower more than the DX hatchback. It won't cost you more than $6,000. You can also find 5th generation Civic Si, and those have 1.6-liter engines with about 20 horsepower more than the previous generation. It also has a red line of 7,200 RPM and a VTEC variable intake valve timing. The latest models launched in 2017 featured a turbocharger and a 1.5-liter engine with an output of 205 horsepower. It will, however, cost a lot more than its peers. Number 7. Ford Crown Victoria. Ford Crown Victoria is a vehicle that earned a spot on the United States' most notorious police cars. More than half of the states and Canada's police cars were Ford Crowns. If you fancy cop movies, you'd surely seen this car. Its front fascia has an old theme which is reinforced with its chromed grille and big headlights. It's quite smaller than it looks. The illusional size is a result of its long trunk and short front overhang. However, it can accommodate up to 6 passengers if 3 people sit in a row. Front passengers can use the pair of seats provided, and those in the rear seats can enjoy a foldable armrest. Ford Crown Victoria uses a 4.6-liter V8 engine with 4 power options one can select from. For comfortability, a 4-speed automatic was used as the standard transmission. Number 8. Lexus SC. SC is Lexus's first US-designed premium couple. It was launched in 1991 and was produced till the year 2000. Its curvy shape and flowing lines were meant to compete with those of the 90s American luxury coupes. However, their bio-design trend got them into the same market segment as the E-Class coupe and the BMW 6 Series. Its engine cooling mechanism features the lower part of the bumper and there's no grille for a radiator. Its headlights hold a dual design and its doors with double hinges make certain there's enough leg and airspace for passengers in the rear seats. More exciting is the fact that the car manufactured this far back boasts a stereo system with the latest technologies. The Lexus SC has a 6 CD changer on board and a Nakamichi-designed cassette player. Its trims, both on leather and wood, are neat, giving it that luxury feels and an amazing look. It also adopts good engines that range between a 3.0-liter and a V8. While all of these cars have unique specs despite their low prices, which model would you opt for and why? Share your thoughts in the comments section. And if you're quite taken by this video, check out this next video for another exciting piece of content.